Hi, this is Lucky Robin, and this is Whip It Up Wednesday in collaboration with Sutton Stays, Wilhelm's Kitchen, More to Life, The Needy Homesteader, and Linda's Pantry. Today I'll be making cabbage rolls, but with a twist. Instead of using traditional cabbage roll filling, I am going to be using dumpling filling for my Korean dumplings that I make. And I will be making them in broth and not in tomato sauce, which is the traditional Polish method. So for this recipe, you need a cup of diced onions, cabbage, a pound and a half of ground beef, a pound of ground pork, mirin, which is a sweet rice wine, coconut aminos or soy sauce, beef broth, riced cauliflower, shredded carrots, ginger powder, and garlic powder. Okay, I am using purple cabbage because we like it better than green cabbage, and it's just prettier. I like my food to be pretty. It's just one of the things that makes cooking from scratch all the time nicer. I'm just cutting the core out. By going around it. So this will make it easier to get the cabbage leaves off, if I can get it out. Okay, now I'll just make it easier to get the leaves off. Alright, so I'm going to put this into a bowl of water and I'm going to microwave it for 12 minutes. Alright, this is my favorite bowl, by the way. I just love the blue swirls that go through it. So I'm going to put it with the core side down into this bowl, and it's about a cup or cup and a half of water in the bottom. Okay, so in we go for 12 minutes. Alright, we're going to start by putting our 1 cup of riced cauliflower and our 1 cup of carrot shreds in. And a lot of people use rice, but I'm trying to make this low carb, which I really should leave the carrots out to do that, but those carrots do contain a lot of natural sugar. Alright, I need 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1 tablespoon of ginger, and this garlic powder and this ginger are both homemade. Oh, ginger smells fantastic. Way better than any ginger powder from the store. Every time I open the jar, it's just a wonderful, wonderful smell. Alright. And next is the onions. Just going to mix that all up. And next we add the meat. And next we'll add in 2 tablespoons of rice wine, mirin. I really prefer the mirin. I think it tastes better than any other rice wine. And then 2 tablespoons of coconut aminos. Or soy sauce. And I'm going to mix all of that together. Alright, next we're going to add in the meat. Now we're just going to crumble in the pork. And if you wanted to, you could also add green onions and bean sprouts to this. But my green onions have another purpose right now, and I don't have any bean sprouts. But when I make dumplings, I put bean sprouts in them, cut up real fine. But with the carrot shreds, that little bit of crunch will be there anyway. And now for the beef. Now both this pork and this beef are from our half a steer and our full hog that we purchased this year. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful shade on the beef? I love the way this beef crumbles too. I don't know what they put in grocery store ground beef. Well, if the documentaries can believe it, I do know what they put in it, but it never crumbles like this unless you get it out of the butcher case instead of the prepackaged. But every time I've bought it straight from the farm, it's always like this, even if after it's been frozen. So, makes me very happy. I know it doesn't take much. Okay, and we're just gonna mix all this up together. Alright, it's nicely mixed, so now we just have to wait for the cabbage to be done. Alright, the cabbage is done cooking, so we're going to take a couple of forks and just work them under the cabbage leaves. and pull them off. And if you are working with purple cabbage, you do want to have something down. And you probably want to have an apron on, just because the cabbage can stain. Alright, I think that's as much as I'm going to get off of this one. Alright, so I want to work with the larger ones first. And I'm just going to take my knife and cut out that rib. You can either X it out or you can just cut it down so it's flat and malleable. Alright, I'm just going to take a scoop of my filling. And we're going to fold it over, bring up the sides, and finish rolling it around like so. And then place that into the bottom of the crock pot. Over, up, up, over, like so. And these are going seam side down in the crock pot. Now, if you were making these to bake in the oven as well, you can put them, you would put them seam side down there too. And this one's quite a thick one, so I went ahead and notched it out. Which is another method you can do. Alright, here's what they look like, all finished and tucked into the crock pot. We're going to pour our 1 quart of beef broth in there. And then we're just going to take our last few cabbage leaves and lay them across the top of the cabbage rolls. Like so. And then this goes into the crock for 4 hours on high. Alright, select the high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 4 hours. We'll be back when that's done. Alright, we're going to give this a try. That's really good. That's really good. But I think maybe I needed to put salt in the filling. So, I'd say 4.5 stars out of 5. Happy Whip It Up Wednesday.